Are you having trouble succeeding? Can you see where you want to be but are having trouble getting there? We focus on helping people to eliminate stress and utilize their strengths so that they are able to achieve the success that they desire. We would love to share our secrets with you so you can start moving forward today. Doing nothing about your unhappiness and frustration is still making a choice. It's just the easy way out.
Emotional abuse can beat you like a fist, but leave no visible marks for the world to see. One very noticeable sign is he putting you down alone or in public? Is he intentionally embarrassing you by making you feel small or ashamed or even worthless? That's emotional abuse. Family and friends see it even if you don't. So ask them what they see. Another thing to consider is, does he control your life, like your finances, your comings and goings, your time with friends and family? Ladies, like it or not, that crap is emotional abuse. And it doesn't go away on its own. It always gets worse unless you put an end to it early. Sometimes, like it or not, that means dump his ass to save your ass. Another emotional abuse is he always is right, even when you show he's not. It becomes an argument or fight. Any and all relationship problems are caused by you. This one is a major issue. Does having a male friend, even a casual one at work, cause a fight? Worst of all, does he get angry if another man notices you in passing, even your brother or cousin? This is emotional abuse that potentially goes from annoying to dangerous. Another abuse is neglect. He's locked into a video game or on his computer and doesn't respond even when you ask a direct question. Is there sudden sexual neglect? Without notice, sexual attention towards you seems to be refocused on other things, even if you initiate things. Do you recognize this one? I know what's best for you. Big and little things that you decide are voted by him. You never know what's best. It can be major things like career, education, or something as seemingly minor like what you're wearing, or the scent you wear, or hairstyle, or Big Mac over a quarter pounder. Those small things add up and can be major signs of bigger problems to come. Listen to the true stories from abuse victims and how they dealt with it. I'll catch you on the next video with another issue for women.
It was a month before my 19th birthday, and it was just your typical run-of-the-mill, getting drugged, dragged back to the fraternity house, date rape. Next thing I knew, I woke up and I was in his bed with no clothes on, and he got on top of me and raped me. And I started to say no, and then he put his hand over to silence me.
I was sexually assaulted by a stranger while I was walking alone in my neighborhood.
I was assaulted and robbed at gunpoint in my own neighborhood.
I was in an abusive relationship for 2 years. It started out with verbal assault and escalated to physical. He would take a knife and cut the parts of my body that he thought were too fat.
I was sexually assaulted in high school by an older woman that I knew. She had her friends hold me down by my shoulders while she peeled off my clothing and basically groped me wherever she felt like it.
I was assaulted right outside the door to my home. Growing up as an athlete and a physically strong woman, I thought that I might be physically prepared for a situation like this should it ever happen, but by God, I was not mentally prepared for a weapon being put in my face.
How do you build up your feeling of self-worth when it's been stripped from you in an instant? I didn't want to talk about it too much, but it was a big thing happening in my life, and some people just didn't even want to be associated with me. Being treated like you're just nothing really messes with you. It makes you think about things in a different perspective.
When this happened to me and I decided to open up to others about it, I was so surprised at how many of my friends and family members had experienced assault but had never talked to anybody about it.
For a long time, I was just afraid of people.
I think it's necessary to speak about these experiences just to create awareness, because there are so many people like you who've experienced the same thing.
Sexual assault attacks your body in one instance. It really also attacks your feelings of self-worth, and that's a lasting repercussion that needs to be taken more seriously.
I think because I'm a male survivor, a lot of people invalidated my experience as if what happened to me didn't really happen. So I think for a long time it was hard for even me to believe that what happened to me actually happened. It is so important to not suppress what you've been through. If you don't process it, then You're basically giving your assault permission to run your life.
Everyone's first reaction is to ask why you stayed. And it's because I felt so ashamed and isolated and embarrassed because nobody likes to talk about it. And if you bring it up, it makes people uncomfortable. It took me about a year to be able to look in the mirror again. There are more of us out there than you think. So open up and reach out.
I'm an assault survivor, not a victim, a survivor.
I'm an assault survivor, but I'm not a woman.
I'm an assault survivor, but I'm not going to let the actions of someone else dictate the rest of my life.
But I am not any less of a man.
But that doesn't mean I'm a weak little girl.
But I am not afraid.
I'm an assault survivor, and I'm so much more.
I'm an assault survivor, and I'm married with 2 kids.
I'm an assault survivor, and it wasn't my fault. It was not my fault.
We hope you found our video informative and useful. Now get your totally free copy of our ebook. It's a self-defense blueprint for survival in dangerous situations. To claim yours, sign up for our newsletter and like, share, subscribe this video. Until next time, I'm Asia.
What is sex and sexual health about? Okay, let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Like so many people, you hear the name sex and sexual health and you conjure up images of something less PG rated and more XXX or late night cable soft pornography. We are neither. We provide ebooks, audiobooks, and video on a wide range of sex topics ranging from numerous types of food and recipes for better sexual health, including psychologist information for better mental and emotional sexual health. We offer information to dispel myths about elderly and handicapped dating, same-sex relationships and interracial relationships, and married and single relationships. We have ebooks, audio, and video on the highly profitable criminal victimization of lonely people with online sex and dating scams. We provide information on sexual abuse, the victimization of women and children with sex slave rings worldwide, and a whole lot more.